Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to another episode of our competitive guide video. So today we are going to be doing one of the returning mons in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and this is actually a mon that has got a lot better in this generation. So we have Butterfree. Butterfree actually is now viable with the access to Quiver Darts and Hurricane, and its special attack stat isn't actually too bad at base 90 there. So I've gone for two generic sets today, and then I've gone for a Gigantamax set as well, and I'll be talking through those today. So the first set we have is Butterfree. Butterfree, I've given a focus sash in this scenario because we're going to Quiver Dance. Now the idea being you get a Quiver Dance up, you get a +1 in your special attack, special defense, and your speed, which is a huge increase in your stats. And if you go down to your sash, it is not too much of a worry. Obviously you do have to take into account things like skill link mons, so you do need to be careful in that scenario, but in most cases you'll be able to get one Quiver Dance up and outspeed a variety of different mons. Now for Hurricane, Bug Buzz and Sleep Powder, so Hurricane, obviously it's much better to have a Drizzle mon, for example Pelipper, in your team, and Hurricane will be 100% accurate, if not it is 70% accurate, so do pay attention to that. Obviously if you have Rain, it is really handy, so this could fit in nicely into a Rain team. Bug Buzz is a strong bug type attack and also infiltrates behind subs, so if you have someone that is trying to set up loads of subs and healing themselves up, for example with Recover, then you can take in Bug Buzz and actually start doing damage without having to worry about the substitute. And I've put Sleep Powder on here as well. So Sleep Powder essentially puts the Pokemon to sleep. It isn't the most accurate thing in the world. It is 75%, which is higher of a lot of the other stats. The status moves that cause sleep, but Sleep Powder can come in handy, and especially if you want to get Sleep Powder off to then Quiver Dance and maybe get an extra Quiver Dance up, it would be really handy, and have those Stab, Hurricane, Bug Buzz should be able to take out a variety of different mons. EVs, I've gone for max speed, max special attack, so trying to take advantage of our speed. I've put a timid nature, so more speed and less attack. Now, realistically, to get into a really good speed tier, you probably will need two Quiver Dancers, but one would probably do to get you faster than most of them. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. Your max special attack, just to do as much damage as possible, and 4 EVs in defense, just means you could live a hit, potentially, by having one more point, I suppose, in your defense. But yes, that is the first Butterfree. This is a very offensive Butterfree, but you do need to set it up. Second Butterfree I've gone for, and I've gone for the heavy duty boots here. Now the heavy duty boots I didn't think I would use half as much as I do use, but knowing how much people love to set up hazards, it's really handy. So heavy duty boots essentially prevents you from being affected by any traps set on the field, any hazards set on the field, which can be really good, especially considering Butterfree would take 50% damage from a Stealth Rock. It can allow you to get in and allow you to defog and actually get rid of that, so you don't have to worry about them setting up and getting your defogger in, only that you're going to be attacked. Got Roost to heal yourselves up because you're probably going to be taking a few hits. Air Slash, strong flying type attack, and can do a bit of damage. And I've put Toxic on here as well. Now Toxic, obviously, building up over time. Now, Toxic isn't too prevalent in the new main game, purely because it is not a TM anymore, but having this on Butterfree can be really handy. EVs, we've got 248 in HP, 252 in special defense. This one is very specially defensive, as much as it possibly can be. A calm nature to increase that special defense and lower that attack, and that is this Butterfree. So the idea is get rid of hazards, set up some Toxics, and Roost, possibly to even stall out some mons. I know it's not fun to stall, but sometimes you might have to stall just a little bit of damage on some mons, and you've got Air Slash there for some defense as well. Now, Gigantamax Butterfree, that's a hard word to say, is actually quite cool. I didn't really realise it was as cool as it was until about 5 minutes ago, but the Gigantamax move for Butterfree involves the bug type move, and when you use it when you're Gigantamax, it will actually cause a status ailment, so sleep, paralysis, or poison on your opposing mon. Now I've put Toxic on this thing as well, just in case that doesn't happen, in case you get sleep and you don't want sleep, for example. can be really handy. But having that status element on there and then using Venoshock is really, really handy because Venoshock doubles in its power if there is the target poisoned. So you are playing a bit of a game with your Gigantamax, but that is up to you, and I think it will be playing a game. Otherwise, you can just use a generic Dynamax version of Butterfree. I put Hurricane on here as well because, again, Hurricane, really, really powerful flying type move that can do a lot of damage and also confuse opposing Pokemon. EVs, I've gone for the max special attack and the max speed. So more EVs in speed, less EVs in attack. Also with this, you can use Hurricane, you can use Max Airstream when you're Gigantamax, and that will increase up your speed as well. So that can be really, really handy, as well as Venoshock increasing up your special attack. So you've got 3 moves there that you can use when you're Gigantamax to have a very, very strong effect. That is all I have for Butterfree today, so I hope you have had a good one. If you have enjoyed this, please do leave a like down below. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you soon.